Thank you again, Ron. Passwords are the easiest things to steal from users. People forget their passwords. People use the same password on multiple accounts, making it very easy for attackers to compromise their accounts. Password management is simply painful. As you heard Ron say, with Microsoft 365, you have secure ways to go completely passwordless. You can use things like facial detection, fingerprint reading, and iris recognition on devices that support these features. But even on older devices, you can use a PIN instead of a password, like I'm about to show you. A PIN is tied to the device, is local to it, and is backed by the TPM chip. So even if an attacker has access to your PIN, he or she will not be able to use it to access your account on any other device. This way, you have secured your device using a passwordless experience. But we know you have more than one device. I have more than one device, and you want your passwordless experience to travel with you on all your devices. For example, I have this Mac here, and I use it to access my My Apps portal. As soon as I'm on my My Apps portal, you can see I'm asked to authenticate, and I can do so with my phone using multi-factor authentication. It's asking me to choose a number on my phone that matches with what I see on the device. This way, I need to have access to both my phone and the device at the same time in order to authenticate. And when I use Touch ID, I have access to all my applications in my My Apps portal without using a password. This way, I have secured my corporate identity, but I also want to make sure that I have secured my corporate data. A lot of corporate data gets compromised because of human mistakes. As busy as we are, it's easy for humans to make mistakes. I'm constantly on the go, and I'm on my mobile phone a lot. And my mobile phone has a lot of important data, like this document right here. It's a patent document. It has important and sensitive company information. But when I'm busy and I'm traveling, it's easy for me to make a mistake, like hit save here on my personal Dropbox. Well, thanks to an IT policy, that save is not allowed. My data cannot be saved on external locations. This is the IT policy. This way, the corporate data is secure, but more importantly, the IT administrator has complete control over the life cycle of this document. This is important for compliance and regulatory purposes. But still, malicious attackers know humans make mistakes, and they exploit this fact every single day. Microsoft analyzes 6.5 trillion signals a day to power intelligence for our users. This is why it's important to use intelligence. For example, I have this email here on the top. It seems like it's an email from Satya, my CEO, and my immediate instinct is, whoa, this is an email from my CEO, I better respond to it quickly. And I spring into action, but once I open that email, it's very clear. It's not an email from my CEO at all. This actually is a phishing attack, and the intelligence in Microsoft 365 has detected that this is a phishing attack and put up this big warning. I can still overlook that warning, and I can click the link right here. But thanks to intelligence and ATP safe links, I am still protected from malicious attackers. All of us in this room, we want to make sure that our environments are secure. I showed you a number of features right now that not just improve security, but improve user experience as well. Now, I want to show you how you can set this all up very quickly using the tools that you already have. The first step is to understand where you are with security. Now, I am an analytics person, so anytime analytics and data give me insights that are super useful, I totally love it. Like right here in my admin center, I see my secure score is 161. Now, you may wonder, what's 161? Is it like 42, the answer to life, universe, and everything? Well, turns out 161 is a number that's computed by looking at my security settings and my activities and how they compare with Microsoft best practices. I can use it to see if I'm trending up with security over time. I can see how I compare with other companies in my industry. I can also use the slider right here to see what actions I can take in order to improve my secure score. The first action that I'm being recommended right here is enabling MFA for all my admins. Now, we want you to enable MFA for all your users. Well, we know that can take some time, so you want to start with people with administrative privileges. Administrative privileges, as you know, are very powerful, and we want to make sure global admins are protected. And you do so by clicking right here. And once you have access, once you're able, with one click of a button, you're able to set up admin privileges, MFA for all your admins. The second thing that I showed you was how you can set up policies to prevent corporate data from getting saved on corporate external locations. To do that, I would set up my app protection policies in Intune. As you can see, I've already set up a number of policies right here. This one, the Intune portal, offers you very fine-grained control on your policies. The policy that I set up earlier to prevent corporate data from getting stored on external locations is this one, where I said my users can only save corporate data on OneDrive for Business and SharePoint. The last thing that you saw was how anti-phishing warnings were shown in my emails. Now, we've all seen those phishing emails. They look pretty legit. They don't ask for bank account numbers or social security numbers. They look like they are from people that you can trust. And so it's very easy for people to get fooled by these emails. This is why it's very important for you to set up anti-phishing warnings, and you do so by using this button right here and clicking Save. And now anti-phishing warnings is turned on for all my users. Well, that's it for everything I wanted to show you on security. Now, we know you're working very hard to secure your environments with minimal impact to productivity. And at Microsoft, my team and many teams work very hard to make sure Microsoft 365 works for you. Now, I showed you a number of features on security. You're going to learn a lot more over the course of this week. I hope when you go home on Monday, you set these things up and these things work for you. Have a great Ignite, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome, Raji.